Everyone ready? Good evening and welcome to the 2025 Nemmy Awards. I'm Oscar Bautista.
And I'm Sam Gurney. If this is your first time at the Nemmys, let us quickly explain the events of the evening. Tonight, students' video projects have been broken down into categories and voted on by our peers in the various TV classrooms, by our local news station staff at Norwood Community Media, and our NHS-TV teacher, Ms. Schneiderly.
Once the winner of each category is announced, a portion of their segment will play on the screen behind us. Once the video concludes, we invite the winners on stage to accept their award.
We have numerous video awards to present tonight. We want to congratulate all nominees and all students that created content in the TV this year and participated in the NHS-TV program. The program wouldn't be the same without all of you. This year has been something to remember, as the graduating class this year is what we call guinea pigs for Mrs. Schneiderly. Ms. Schneiderly's first year teaching here at NHS was our freshman year, and we have gone through the program just like she has over the last 4 years. And she has made it the best 4 years she could have, and it was great for all of us. So from all the 2025 seniors, thank you, Mrs. Schneiderly. Now I would like to welcome Ms. Schneiderly to the stage as she has a few things to say about tonight. We're going this way.
All right. Hello, good evening, students, staff, and families. Welcome to our annual 2025 Nemmy Awards. I'm Pam Schneiderly, TV media teacher here, and I'm absolutely delighted to see all of you here this evening. Nope, I need the glasses. Okay. This is my 4th year teaching, as they just mentioned, here in the digital broadcast TV digital media program. I continue to be so unbelievably impressed by all of our students, especially our advanced TV students, as they've grown through this program. Their talents, their dedication to the program is remarkable. And our new TV students as well have been really hitting it out of the park, producing creative content while learning the tools and the skills and being all in. We're also starting to get noticed, which is kind of exciting. We've won some awards this year. One that I'm most proud of was earning the silver medal in broadcast excellence for our NHS Update, our morning announcements program. All of you. We have some other awards that I'll talk about later on. Your typical audience member that probably doesn't know, unless you're a parent, an audience member doesn't really know what goes into producing the work that these students produce. From brainstorming, pitching ideas, being told no a lot, scheduling interviews, storyboarding, scripting, juggling schedules, win blocks, after school, to finally shooting what they've been planning and then meticulously editing to create their final product. All to take you, an audience, somewhere that you cannot go, or teach you something that you don't know about, or introduce you to someone new, to inspire, to inform, and to entertain. These Nemmy Awards provide an opportunity to not only reward the students for their achievements, but to share their hard work with an audience again. Before we get started, I would like to thank Norwood Community Media staff and the board members for all of their support. Our TV studio and the equipment that we use is all thanks to their generosity and partnership. I'd like to acknowledge the NCM board members who may or may not be in the audience. I don't know. Jerry Slater, Scott Murphy, Brian Killian, and Mark Hoover. And offer also a very special thanks to Jack Tolman, who is in the back at the audio board, and Kiki Thaxter and Ron Marshalsey, who are in the control room helping to run the show tonight and broadcast live. We also have students who are in the control room that we can't see unless we can do a control room shot. We have Isla Wilson, a junior who is directing our show tonight, and Evan O'Neill, a senior, is our technical director. And super exciting, we also have a bunch of alums here tonight helping out, which is fantastic. Jack Brady and Tyler Lovell from class of 2023 are in the control room helping out. And our camera operators, Zaina Najjar and Danielle Gillette, are here operating our cameras. So. And we also have some alum who will be presenting tonight as well. So we're super honored to have so many alums here with us. You'll be hearing from some of them later in the show. So just some quick business to make sure it's clear how this process is going to go. Many of our junior and senior students are presenting. So each presenter will come up and announce the honorable mention award, and then that winner should come up and receive their award. Then the presenter will announce the Nemmy winner, and we will show sometimes the whole clip, depending on how much time it is. Sometimes we have to abbreviate them a little bit, or we'd be here far too long. Some may seem a little abbreviated, but we would be here all through the weekend with the amount of content that these students have produced this year. So then the Nemmy winner should then receive their award after their clip. These guys will hand out some awards for us and take the pressure off. No speeches are required. So now I'm going to pass the torch for a moment here to Danielle Dematia, our first presenter for this evening. I should be using the podium copy. There you go.
Hi, everyone. I hope we're all having a good night. Let's get started with some awards. To get started for our first category, it's My Story in Caps. These nominees consist of students in the Intro to TV program, so most of them are freshmen, and they were tasked with planning out and producing a project that demonstrates their understanding of 20 different camera angles, compositions, and camera positions that also tell a story. There are over 60 TV1 students this year, and so as you can see, we have a healthy list of nominees for this category. And I'm not going to read them all, but the following students are receiving the Honorable Mention Award for My Story in Caps project. First award of the night goes to Leah Frucci with A Morning with Catherine. And another honorable mention goes to Emma Killian. Shay explores the NHS library. We will play the Nemmy winning clip on the screen, and then you would please come up to the stage to receive your award. So now, the Nemmy winner of My Story in Caps category is Casey Enjoys Friends at Home on the Weekend by Maureen Larkey.
All right, congratulations, Leah, Emma, and Mo. I'm Brian Gagliard.
I'm Josiah Robinson.
Ready? We are students in the Advanced TV3 class.
We are students in the Advanced TV3 class.
There you go. Continuing on with another award for students in the Intro to TV class, we're here to present the School News Story Award.
As TV1 students work in the groups or projects.
There you go. honing their interview, camera, and editing skills by showcasing a person or an event here at NHS. Here are the nominees up on screen, as you can see. And then the winner of the honorable mention goes to Ellen Baranowski and Emma Flanagan for Annie's Closet. Ready? And then Nemmy goes to
And meaningful was into
The Value of an NHS Drama Production by Danielle Fay and Olivia Clark.
I was studying a number of things at the University of Virginia, and I thought more, at the time I got into directing, I thought more that I was going to do acting. And I took a course called Acting and Directing. I have one called Acting and Directing here too. And I found in that process doing that I enjoyed directing even more than acting, that I had a sense of the whole picture of a play, like the whole sort of composition of a play, and that I really enjoyed more getting work out of other people than trying to get it out of myself.
I've done drama since 7th grade, and I wanted to give another perspective to what I love to do. Just from A Midsummer Night's Dream itself, I was here from 3 to 5:30 or 5 to 8:30 pretty much every single day, which made it very difficult to get work done, to enjoy any free time out of school. So that really is like your free time. That's what you choose to do. So it is like nice, you get to meet new people, a different experience, but it's also a really big commitment.
I started acting 4 years ago in 2020 on The Wizard of Oz. My mom saw a post about it and she asked if it was something I maybe wanted to do, and I said, sure, why not? My favorite part about the process of making a show is just getting to know everybody in it. Actors, Peck, definitely singing up on stage back there as Captain Von Trapp, singing Edelweiss.
I've been doing tech since, I believe, the middle of 7th grade. I personally help the director do blocking and so on, and then I also we have to make sure that we have all the props and the set pieces. It's kind of hectic because I'm on headset, and so people are talking to me through that, asking me questions through that, and then the actors are asking me questions. But when I was just a stagehand, it was super fun, and I liked watching the show from behind the scenes because it's a very different point of view.
To, I guess, close with is the value of it, and that is that you should do something you enjoy.
Mm-hmm. I'm back to present our TV1 Rising Star Award. This award celebrates one TV1 student who has gone above and beyond in the TV program and shows tremendous promise for their TV years ahead. Our TV Rising Star is a proactive student who is eager to learn all there is to learn. They get their hand up to ask questions, go above and beyond in their project work, and get outside their comfort zone to try some of more of the challenging roles in the TV studio. This year's TV1 Rising Star goes to Ellen Baranowski.
Hi, I'm Michaela. And I'm Kate. Congratulations again to all of our TV1 students. We will now be shifting to our TV2 awards.
Our sophomores in TV2 were hard at work earlier this year putting together some great content. A NAP package is a story created using no voiceovers and only sound bites given by the interviewee.
TV's 2 students have made several of these, highlighting some amazing people, places, and things in our Norwood community, leaving the 4 walls of NHS. Here are our nominees for the Best TV2 Community NAP Package.
And now the honorable mention winner is Impeccable Barber by Samantha Wood and Kelsey Brent.
And the Nemmy Award goes to Swim Lessons in Water Safety by Madison Barker, Shannon Brent, and Karen Gorman.
So I am currently a lifeguard instructor trainer, which means I am certified to run the lifeguarding class for people looking to become lifeguards. I'm certified to teach lifeguarding instructors how to be instructors to teach a lifeguarding class.
Good, and then you tick on your back.
So water safety tips are never swim alone, always have someone watching you and not just being on the shore or on the side. They need to be watching you, not on their phone, not reading anything, not distracted. Always know how to do your basic self-rescue skills. So if you're swimming and you get tired, making sure that you understand how to roll over and float and wait for someone to come and help you. People with autism spectrum disorder are nearly 40 times as likely to die from drowning as compared to the general population. So there is a big push for children with autism spectrum disorder and adults to get access to water safety, not just learning how to swim, but learning to be safe in the water. So if they were to fall in the pool or a body of water, they understand how to get up, how to get to the side or to a safe exit point. And if they're not able to, teaching them to roll over onto their back and float and call for help.
I started teaching at Vanderbilt when I was 18 years old, which is roughly 15 years ago, so I've been here for a long time. Especially with autistic kids like we have here today, there's a lot of benefit for them being able to have less of basically gravity pushed down on you and be able to feel less emotionally distressed and more comfortable because they're able to float, back float, and be able to feel safe in the water. Especially when kids are starting to learn, they don't know what to expect always. They think that the water might be a scary place. But if you have a teacher that can comfort them and can say, hey, this is not a scary place, this is a safe place, and this is how you can be safe there, I think that's the first building block. The second is knowing that the teacher's not going to be mad at you, or the teacher's not trying to like scold you when they're telling you, maybe do something a little different. They're only trying to make you a better swimmer. And if the student and teacher can have that, close relationship saying, hey, we're trying to help each other here, but at the same time, we're trying to have fun. I think that's the key kind of bond that can form.
We do the pole buoy, we do reaches and pull and jumps and dunks.
Thank you, Kate, and thank you, Michaela. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Angelo Alves, and I'm an advanced TV3 student. And me and John are here to present to you the TV2's best commercial and PSA.
That's right, Angelo. After all, we did win it last year, so. In addition to the NAP packages that our TV2 students produce, they also produce many of the commercials and PSAs that we see on NHS Update throughout the year. So here are the best nominees for the PSAs.
The Honorable Mention Award goes to Look Both Ways by Madison Barker, Shannon Brent, and Kernan Gorman.
And the Nemmy winner is Don't Wait in Line, Go Fan by Lauren Salvucci and Quinlan Brown.
But they're not here. And here are the nominees for the Best TV2 Commercial. With an honorable mention going to Max Roast Beef by William Creamer. And now, your Nemmy winner is Style on the Hill by Delaney Naughton and Ashley Delaria. They're not here either? No, they're not.
I used to rule the world, seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I used to own.
Join Style on the Hill. 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 Join Style on the Hill.
Join. Join.
One of my favorite projects in advanced TV is 60-Second Horror Fest. I've got so many great ideas for short films.
I'm going to miss producing short films with you after we go off to college.
Me too. For those that don't know, 60-Second Horror Fest is a competition category in October that STN hosts and our advanced TV students submit to.
Well, this year, Ms. Schneiderly challenged our TV2 students to produce their own Horror Fest films. Here are the nominees for the inaugural TV2 Horror Fest Challenge. And the honorable mention award goes to Campfire Terror by Michael Dever, Michael Murphy, Max Conley, Owen Keats, and Chase Chastanet. And they aren't here.
And the TV2 Horror Fest Nemmy goes to The Last Cookie by Jack O'Keefe, Tommy O'Brien, Matt Kickless, Brody Keneally, James Collins, and Thomas Reynolds. Yeah, good job, kid. Let me play it.
Appleton clears. Look like
What?
Hi, I'm Charlotte Martino. I attended the Student Television Network convention for the past 2 years, and fellow advanced TV students and I have participated in the Crazy Eights competition, where we have to produce where we have 8 hours to produce an 8-minute morning news show. Well, Mrs. Schneiderly brought that competition back home and tasked the TV2 students to create a Crazy 8's morning news show in 8 classes. They were divided into 6 teams and worked hard to compete against one another, and it ended up with some fun and lighthearted rivalries. The Crazy 8's Team Honorable Mention Award goes to Team Courtney and Megan for a Sweet Summer. And the Crazy 8's Nemmy Award goes to Team Sammy for TV2 Cool for School. And it was produced by Sammy Wood, Sydney Cochran, Seamus Conley, William Creamer, Lily Flood, Brennan Carey, David Gray, and Carolson Oliveira.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us during the spectacular end-of-the-year celebration. I'm William Creamer.
And I'm Seamus. Let's take a quick look at what we have for today.
Coming up, we have a testament and interview from Dr. Hugh Galligan about the end of the year, as well as a how-to on sports registration for the fall.
Then we'll hear some of NHS students' favorite memories this school year.
Stay tuned to TV2 Cool for School. Let's get to it, Mustangs.
Hello again. I'm back to present our TV2 Rising Star Award. This award celebrates one TV2 student who goes above and beyond in the TV program and shows tremendous promise for their TV years ahead. Our TV2 Rising Star is a real leader in the TV program, despite only being a sophomore. This person produces quality work in the classroom and is supportive and helpful with other students in their projects, has been taking on leadership roles on NHS Update, roles that are normally reserved for juniors and seniors. She can basically run NHS Update on her own, and pretty much has, and can perform all the roles and responsibilities, jumps in to write the script for our morning news show when needed, and trains others. This year's TV2 Rising Star Award goes to Reagan Curran. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Mrs. Schneiderly. Hi, everyone. I'm Caitlin Hamway. Hang in there with us. There are a lot of advanced TV awards.
Caitlin and I are students in the Advanced TV3 class, and we've had the opportunity to produce a lot of good work this year.
We'll celebrate our most recent project first, short films.
Our nominees for the best short films are up on the screen. The Honorable Mention Award goes to Yash Shah, Lucian Gale, Angelo Alves, and John Lynch for All In.
And the Nemmy for short film goes to No One Noticed, produced by Oscar Bartiska, Sam Gurney, Sindhu Kohli, Patrick Moore, Danielle DeMatia, and Cody. It's a story of a killer trying to turn his life around.
Thanks, guys.
Boss, new assignment. I'll send you location and target.
Got it.
Holden, did you check your surroundings today?
Of course.
You did a piss poor job. Our surveillance caught someone watching you. Now it's your job to get rid of them.
Oh, let's go. Cut it. Hey, Sindhu. Another advanced TV student, we've gotten to work on a couple of films together this year.
Yep, it's been so fun.
Well, next is our class's 60-second Horror Fest category. But our rules are a bit stricter than TV2 since we submit our films to STN. Want to take it away?
Sure. Here are the nominees for this year's Horror Fest submissions. The Honorable Mention Award goes to Dial Tone by Danielle DiMattia, Kate Broderick, Charlotte Martino, and Michaela Brown. And the Horror Fest Nemmy goes to Typed Out by Yash Shaw, Lucian Gale, Angelo Alves, and John Lynch.
Well, that was a lot of fun to produce. Our next award is for editing. It's something we TV students can all do, but only a select few really have the great skills that it comes with. Oh, the honorable mention for the best edit goes to Ups and Downs for Media Making Vlog by Kate Broderick. And now, the Nemmy goes to Yash Shaw for title boxing.
Right off of Route 1 is title boxing. Let's see what this place has to offer.
Okay, before we continue on with our awards, I want to take a moment to recognize that we have a whole lot of alums in the room who showed up tonight, either to serve on the crew, just come and visit and show their support, or some to even present. There's some in the control room. I don't know if we get a control room shot. Yes, thank you. And alums that are in the audience, would you stand up for a sec? Just give a little wave. Yes, look at you all. So awesome, so awesome. Our next three presenters all earned multiple Nemmy Awards, but what's especially special about them is that they each earned the Student of the Year Award. So I'd like to invite our first alumni presenter to the stage, Allie Parkinson, class of 2022. She was a lifesaver for me. That was my first year here as a TV teacher, and I was hired just a couple days before school started. I learned so much from her. She truly helped me to shape the TV program as it is today by all of her help and her leadership. Please welcome Allie Parkinson to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Allie Parkinson, and I was in Advanced TV during Miss Schneiderle's very first year here at Norwood High School. I've also won some Nemmys myself, and I think the Nemmy that's most special to me is the Student of the Year Award from Mrs. Schneiderle. I'm currently heading into my senior year at University of New Hampshire, where I'm majoring in marketing and minoring in tourism management. During my time in the TV program, I had a chance to create stories, write scripts, and direct NHS Update. But what I found myself most drawn to was designing graphics and editing videos. That's where I really discovered my passion for digital media and creative expression. Experiences like this award show also sparked my interest in event planning. Altogether, TV class inspired me to pursue a career where I can combine my marketing background with creativity, especially through digital content and graphic design. Another Nemmy I won was the school news story with my pep rally story. The Advanced TV students are responsible for a lot of the content that airs on NHS Update, and school news stories are always great to put on the show because they highlight what's happening in our classrooms and around the school here. And here are the nominees for Advanced TV School News Story. And the Honorable Mention Award goes to Oscar Batista for his Getting to Know Superintendent Life segment. And the Nemmy Award goes to Danielle DiMattia and Michaela Brown for TikTok ban.
What's up, Mustangs? Today, Michaela and I are going to go around the NHS halls to see what people think about the latest potential TikTok ban.
But first, let's learn more about it.
Starting back in 2017, when the Chinese video app merged with its competitor, Musical.ly, TikTok has grown from a niche teen app into a global trendsetter, while, of course, also emerging as a potential national security risk. Congress says that TikTok's ties to China are a national security risk if user data is shared with the Chinese government. Over the past several months, congressional hearings have failed to resolve the concerns surrounding TikTok's ownership and potential security risk. Last Friday, the U.S. Supreme Court heard legal challenges that argued that the ban violates free speech rights. TikTok will begin to shut down by January 19th if the Supreme Court doesn't delay or overturn the ban. Have you heard about the TikTok ban?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
I'd get rid of TikTok. You guys are on it enough as it is.
I think it's horrible and that the United States needs to take care of their citizens.
What are your thoughts on TikTok potentially getting banned?
I'm very upset, but I'm already logged into Red Note.
What is Red Note, Molly?
It's Chinese TikTok.
Is that where we're moving to?
Yeah.
Our next alumni presenter kept everyone laughing with his many comedic video projects, from Man on the Street series to short films and hosting the reprise of Update After Dark. I was confident he'd produce entertaining and quality work all the time, and he never disappointed. Please welcome our Student of the Year from 2023, Joey DeVingo.
Hey everyone. I was told to write a speech for this and wasn't given many guidelines, so buckle up because this is long. Okay. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the sight of God to join together these NHS-TV students and these plastic trophies in holy award showness. When Mr. Tolman called me asking to come back, I thought to myself, wow, they really couldn't last more than one Nemmys without my help. Then he explained further, and I immediately said, yeah, sure, why not? All jokes aside, I am incredibly honored to be asked to tell you a little bit how I've been doing, and in the interest of keeping this appropriate for public broadcast, I will only be speaking about my professional and academic anecdotes. For personal stories, you can see me after the show or at Joey DeVingo on all platforms. Some of you weren't even in high school by the time I graduated, so I can only imagine how old that makes Allie feel. But for all of you who don't know, I'm Joey. I used to be a part of NHS-TV. Some say I was the best to ever do it, and to that, I say it's a matter of opinion, but I agree. I loved my time. Thank you for whoever did that. I lost my spot. Okay, I loved my time in NHS-TV, though there may have been many rocky points. We'll never forget you, Mr. Brunt. I would not trade it for the world. The time over the 4 years I spent in the program was where I not only found my passion for media production, but also, not to sound corny, was able to really express myself and discover who I really was. I really do credit the confidence NHS-TV gave me on the successes I've experienced since I've continued to study production at Northeastern University, majoring in media and screen studies, and even joined the video production club NUTV. I remember my first time going to one of their meetings. Though this speech may make me sound like someone who stops what they're doing every time they pass a mirror, I was nervous. I kept thinking to myself that I was in college now and that all these people were going to be so much more creative and talented than me. Deep down, I really am just like you all, unless that doesn't sound like you, in which case, congrats, I guess. I remember sitting there doubting myself, contemplating just leaving, and then they started playing an example of what they make as a club. And as I was watching it, I just sat there and thought to myself, wow, I think I'll be fine. The point of the story wasn't just to make fun of NUTV. I've seen them produce some incredible things, which makes it even more confusing why that was what they opened with, but I digress. The point I'm trying to illustrate is just how lucky each of you sitting here tonight really are. NHS-TV is so far ahead of most other high school programs that spring semester of my freshman year, I took a class on TV studio production where they were teaching me things that are taught to high school freshmen at Norwood High. There will always be more to learn and to discover. If you think you know everything, no one does. Everywhere you go, there will be people who know more than you. But what sets you guys apart from the rest is the dedication you've shown to this field, whether it be producing stories and segments, or coming into school early every single day, or working for NCM, even though it can be really stressful as a 16-year-old to be sent to trunk or treat without being told how to adjust the ISO so the shot looks too bright. But you think, hey, maybe it's just a problem with the display. So you film everything anyways and hand it into NCM, only for Mr. Tolman to tell you that it wasn't just the display and the footage is unusable. You know, something like that. Right now, I'm finishing up my first co-op at Northeastern, working as a production assistant at DraftKings. It's been an amazing opportunity where I've learned a lot. One day, I had a meeting with my boss, and I asked him, what about my resume set me apart from the rest of the hundreds of applicants and caused them to offer me the job? He said, hundreds? But also that thing that stuck out to them was NHS-TV. So with everything you've learned at NHS-TV, you too could advertise online sports betting. If you've dozed off during the speech and are only catching this part of it, the main takeaway I want you to get from this all is to be proud of yourselves for everything you've accomplished and learned so early in life. And you might not see it yet, but one day you'll realize how lucky you are to, so be thankful for NHS-TV and the people who make it work. So thank you to Mrs. Schnatterly, Mr. Tolman, and the rest of the team at NCM. That's all. Now, after all that, it's finally time for the award. The advanced TV students don't just produce within the school. They also leave these four walls to produce stories that celebrate people, organizations, businesses, and events outside of school. In addition to earning the Students of the Year award in 2023, I also earned several other Nemmys, not to brag. One that was a community news story about Full Send Ninja and produced 2 episodes of Norwood Day, which seems to have now become a tradition. Who will carry it on next year? This year's community news story nominees feature a couple new restaurants in town, a sequel to Crumble Rumble, highlights from Norwood Day back in the fall, and a deep dive into what goes on at the local fitness establishment. The Community News Story Honorable Mention is awarded to Oscar Batista and Charlotte Martino for their Community News Story, Washington No. 7. And the Nemmy goes to seniors Oscar Batista and Patrick Moore for carrying on the tradition of producing a Norwood Day community story.
Nora Day. I'm going to go around asking a couple of you guys some questions. What's your favorite part about Nora Day?
My favorite part is everybody hanging out together and seeing all the small businesses here.
What's your favorite part about Nora Day, buddy?
On Monday, I went to my preschool.
All right, you gotta like answer my questions though. You gotta look at me. Oh my God! Oh! John Lynch, how are you feeling about that win? How are you feeling about that win?
I'm feeling great. That was a match. That was a game. I wanna recognize my opponents.
Myself.
Like the free stuff.
The fun.
Lucas Babb.
Lucas Babb. It's his birthday today. Let's go, Lucas Babb.
Happy birthday to Lucas Babb.
Yeah.
Finding random people and talking to them.
Name one of these random people.
Look over there.
Favorite part is seeing all the people and also seeing how much free food I can get.
Yeah, free samples.
Free stuff.
Tim, what's your GPA?
1.8135.
Mine's higher than that. Favorite part of Nora Day? Great answer, Birdie.
It's kind of hard.
Time's up. What's your favorite part about Nora Day?
Just exploring around. Trying to find like new places to eat. Because I love eating.
The food. Food.
Thank you, Birdie. It was good talking. Good talking to you. I love you. I love you. Oh, I don't want it anymore. I don't want it. That was another great Nora Day, guys. I'll be sure to see you all next year.
Thank you, Sam Gurney.
Thank you, Sam Gurney.
Our next alumni presenter was not only last year's Student of the Year, but was a masterful editor and great storyteller, winning the Editing Nemmy, both the Short Film Nemmy and the Segment of the Year Nemmy. It makes me so happy that I get to see her every once in a while, but never often enough. Please welcome to the stage Lucy Scafati.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lucy Scafati, and I am a part of the NHS class of 2024 and was the Student of the Year last year. Thank you to Mr. Tolman for inviting me back tonight and for Mrs. Schnatterly for holding another amazing Nemmys. I just finished my first year at the University of Rhode Island as a public relations and communications double major, and I can confidently say that my background from the NHS-TV program allowed me to excel in unique ways. Many of the topics learned in my intro classes were familiar to me because of my prior education from Mrs. Schnatterly. As I got to delve into some major specific classes, I was reminded of my experiences in TV class. The skills learned in TV class, such as working with others, content creation, video editing, and time management, were all directly correlated to the work I am doing in my college classes. I was even given an opportunity to obtain an on-campus job while working in the School of Communications Social Media Research Lab, where I work with a team of students alongside one of my public relations professors for a company called Workplace Options. We take part in real-world scenarios and use and learn critical skills within the communications field. In my future, I hope to work as a social media or public relations director in the beauty or fashion industry, but until then, I will continue to work hard, make connections, and further my education. In the advanced TV class, students are asked to produce a feature story, and a lot of time and effort was put into these projects, as the students had most of the year to carefully find their story ideas and produce a long-form story that contains voiceovers and a stand-up. These capstone projects provided some great opportunities for the students to really show off their best interview skills, camera work, writing, and editing. And the real goal is to give them a chance to shine a light on people that are important to them. Their prompt for their feature stories is ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And the nominees did that. The feature story honorable mention goes to Isla Wilson and John Lynch for their feature called Firefighter Generations. And the Nemmy Award goes to Angelo Alves for his feature, Inspiration at the Gym.
In a gym full of focused athletes, one man's workout isn't just about physical gains. It's a battle against every challenge life throws his way. Meet Grayson, whose strength goes far beyond the weights he lifts.
I just started working out in my basement and I was like, hey, this is pretty fun. So then I was working in my basement for about a year, or for about 9 months I'd say. Then I worked out at Planet Fitness. And I was like, this is kind of boring here. So then my mom, she's came here for like 10 years. She was like, I'll get you a membership. So I started coming here, yeah.
16, Grayson trains harder than most, stacking plates, pushing limits, never missing a rep. But as he moves to the next machine, something stands out. Not his strength, but the wheels beneath him, since Grayson is in a wheelchair.
He's an inspiration because he's always pushing to be better, and his accident, I feel like most people would have just crawled into a hole and given up, but he used it as motivation to be better and grow a following around this gym.
Before we continue on with our next presenter, we want to pause for a brief awards break.
Mr. Schnatterly likes to throw in what she calls Schnatterly Shenanigans, a project that's not part of the curriculum necessarily, but still puts our skills to the test, provides a change of pace, some leadership opportunities, and is usually a whole lot of fun.
The Schnatterly Shenanigan for this past year was just that. Each of the advanced classes were tasked with producing a holiday lip dub. Here's the one that your host class produced. Hope you enjoy.
Out of all the reindeers, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph. Randolph ain't too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph. Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry. Tell him he can take the free Way to go!
We already filmed. Where were you guys?
Am I back? Okay. Hi, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Abby Curran, and I'm in TV3 this year. Before moving on to the rest of the awards, I'd like to thank all of the alums that came out tonight. It's been great getting to hear about what they're up to. And a special thanks for Allie, Joey, and Lucy, our former Students of the Year, for coming up on stage and presenting some awards for us tonight. I'm also happy to be presenting our next award. We have a lot of events here at Nord High, and thankfully, the TV program is always here to advertise them all. We especially have fun producing promos for all kinds of events. Here are your nominees for the best commercial. And the honorable mention goes to The Snowball, produced by Josiah Robinson with Advanced Period 1 co-producers. And the Nemmy winner is Gymnastics Senior Night, produced by Kate Broderick.
All right, I'm Anthony Canidi. I don't know what's going on, why I'm the last student presenter here, but I mean, it's fine, I guess. All right, but I'm up here for PSAs that we had to film in Advanced TV. And if you don't know what a PSA is, public service announcement. You know, some can make change and some can just change the world overall. So these are all the nominations. All two of them. So the honorable mention is going to go to student section produced by Abby Kern, Abby Fortier, and Isla Wilson. What? There's two of them? What? I guess so. I mean, I thought there was a couple more. Whoa. That's enough. That's enough. All right. The Nemmy is going to go to Distracted Driving by Yasha, Lucian Gill, and John Lynch. This also got second place at the NESPA Awards Conference early on this year.
Hi, I'm back. I'm excited to present this next award. So producing a series takes a lot of time, energy, and dedication. The producer is constantly working on a new script, building a crew and deciding on the talent, seeking fresh content that they can not only use for their show, but hopefully to reproduce and celebrate the good work our students are producing. These producers start preparing for the next episode even before they finish editing the one they're currently working on, with the goal of celebrating the work of our students in our community. Each episode this year has been special in some way. Now for the honorable mention for this TV series goes to NHS-TV Pregame, produced by Brian Gagliard and Anthony Canidi. Brian asked to say a few words tonight, and now might seem like a fitting time after this short clip from his recent documentary that he and Anthony and Sam Larkey produced about the story of Pregame.
Welcome back, and welcome back to NHS-TV Pregame. I'm your host, Brian Gagliard.
And I'm Anthony Canidi.
Sports media has been a staple in Nord sports for decades on end, with Nord Community Media providing Nord with the top sports coverage possible. In 2023, 2 NHS-TV students used the production technology to create their very own sports show.
All right, let's get this party started.
This is the story of NHS-TV Pregame.
So the story of NHS-TV Pregame, I was towards the end of my freshman year, and I already completed basically TV 1, and I was very interested in TV. I always wanted to go to college for it. And I didn't have the greatest JV hockey season, and I knew I didn't really want to come back and play. I knew I was kind of just done with sports. So I was sitting in Miss Quinn's room 228, after a math test, and I was just going through NCM's old football games, and I realized that they don't have like a way to just flow right into the games. Like they just cut right to it. So I just came up with a pregame show. I didn't know what the name would be yet, and I didn't know how to propose it, but I just had this idea to create a pregame sports show that can help NCM flow through the game, but also teach me everything I know about media. And then I contacted Anthony.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Brian. That's Anthony. So I just wanted to share the year that we had with pregame. So this year we did 7 full pregame shows with over 10 hours of content. And then we also reached new heights with our social media, in my eyes at least, gaining 300 followers over the past 10 months with over 93,000 views across all social media platforms. We had a lot of fun with a lot of moments and love showcasing every sport the equal love they deserve. We also took a runner-up award in NESPA for broadcast commentary, which is really awesome in my eyes. I thought it was really fun. Couple of thank yous. My parents are watching at home. Without them, I'm not me. So Anthony, my right-hand guy, my producer in the control room, Isla Wilson, legit the best. I would not even tell her what we're doing, and she would just adjust, get it done, do everything in the middle. So she was great. Sam Gurney, my audio guy, he helped me a lot because there was times where I had no clue what I was doing. He got me right. Abby Foda helped a lot. Foda's the best. Kate Broderick and Charlie Martino towards the winter time. Gonna miss you guys a lot. And then of course, Miss Schnatterly and Jack Tolman. Mr. Tolman, I'll say it once, I'll say it again, is my mentor. That guy is, I'm just sitting back there, he's the best. And then of course Schnatterly, I say it all the time. A very special thank you to the Hamway family. Steve and Kel, they're here tonight, they're the best. I think the greatest award was watching Steve Hamway roll around on his kitchen island, watching Hammy run 40 yards with a football on TV. So thank you guys, that was the best. And hopefully our senior year should be fun, so thank you all.
Alrighty. Next, oh, hello. Okay, next up for the official Nemmy. This Nemmy for the TV series goes to Charlotte Martino, who has consistently produced multiple Mustang magazines all year long. One of the most recent One of the most recent episodes celebrates all the students' work and participation at the STN convention in Tampa Bay. Charlotte ended this episode with a thank you from the parents that helped fundraise for the trip.
Hello and welcome to the special STN edition of Mustang Magazine. I'm Oscar Bautista.
And I'm Danielle DeMatia. Recently, 12 advanced TV students, including Oscar and myself, attended the Student Television Network Convention in Tampa, Florida.
We competed in media-based competitions and enjoyed the nice weather down in Tampa Bay.
We are so happy with how all of our challenge submissions came out throughout the week in Tampa.
Although we did not receive any awards for the challenges we competed in at the convention, we had an amazing experience, received great feedback, and will work to keep on improving.
And we can't forget the silver medal for our very own NHS update.
We could not have had such an amazing trip without all the help from our parents, and especially our chaperones. Here's a thank you clip to show our appreciation to everyone who helped us go on this amazing trip.
Thank you to everyone who helped fundraise for our trip.
Thank you to everyone who helped us get to the STN convention in Tampa. It was so much fun and wouldn't have been possible without you.
Thank you so much to everyone who helped us fundraise for this trip. We couldn't have done any of it without you, and it was so much fun.
Thank you everyone who fundraised for us to go on this trip. It was very fun. A special thanks to Ms. Bautista, Mr. Gurney, and Ms. Martino, so special thanks to them. Schnat, she's always a great person, and Mr. Kerr, that was fun hanging out with him for the weekend, so thank you guys for making our efforts great.
Thank you to everyone who helped us fundraise for STN. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you to everybody who fundraised for us. It was a lot of help, and we were able to get down to Florida because of it. Thank you to my dad. Sorry, I'm kind of a pain, but yeah. Thank you to Ms. Martino and Ms. Bautista. They were a lot of help.
Thank you so much for all the help fundraising. We couldn't have done anything without you.
Thank you to everyone who helped us fundraise, especially the parents. You guys did a lot for us.
Thank you to everyone that helped us fundraise. You guys were awesome.
Thank you so much for all your help fundraising for STN. I had such a fun time and we couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you so much for all your help with fundraising for STN. We couldn't have done it without you.
My favorite part of the STN trip was filming and producing all of our projects. I thought we did a pretty good job, and I'm ready to do it again next year.
My favorite part was Busch Gardens because it was very fun and we were all together and I had just a fun time there.
It's probably Busch Gardens. I went on a lot of rides even though I spent a lot of money.
My favorite part was Busch Gardens and all the other fun things we got to do as a team.
My favorite part of STN Tampa was the Broadcast Excellence Award.
Insert the video. I bought Schnat a cake and made the whole restaurant think it was her birthday on a random Wednesday night. That was good.
And my favorite part was exploring around Tampa.
I really liked the weather. The weather was great, and just going around on scooters. I think my overall favorite was when we went to the art festival across the lake. That was a lot of fun.
My favorite part of STN was the Amazing Race.
My favorite part of STN was the Amazing Race.
I think the favorite part of the STN trip for me was meeting all the new people and having a great time with my friends.
Are you bickering? Are you bickering?
No, his hair was so sunny.
Oh, okay. I'm going to continue on. I'm back up here to present the TV3 Rising Star Award. This award was tough to decide because there are truly a lot of rock star students in the advanced classes who go above and beyond each and every day, but it was also a no-brainer. This particular student really stands out. However, quick commercial break. I've got some shout-outs to do. I would like to recognize Charlotte Martino, who won the Fine Arts Unsung Hero Award at our Fine Arts Festival for the TV department, and I wanted to make sure everybody here knows about that. She received this award because she consistently shines a light on others, not for an award or accolades, but to lift up another person. She chooses to produce work that she knows will benefit our entire community, makes us all better humans, and not because it would be fun or get a like. She heads off to Providence College next year, and the media world is losing a great one because Charlotte Martino is an ordinary person doing extraordinary things, and she's going to be one heck of a nurse. Please stand up, Charlotte. This year, we joined NESPA, the New England Scholastic Press Association, and submitted some entries into their spring contests, and a few of us attended their spring conference. Our Holiday Mustang magazine, which Charlotte produces, won second place All New England Award for broadcast at NESPA. Some of our other NESPA awards, Danielle DeMattia won second place for her 22 Mohawks feature story. Brian Gagliard and Anthony Canidi won second place for their broadcast commentary for their pregame Thanksgiving special. Yasha, John Lynch, and Lucian Gale won second place for their distracted driving PSA, which you saw. And Sophie Brogadier and Megan Weafer won honorable mention for their 60s Diner community news story. The one award that I am particularly proud of is because it recognizes the efforts of so many of our students and the efforts they put in each and every day, is us earning that silver medal in broadcast excellence at STN this year for NHS Update. So that is very proud, very proud. A couple other quick shout outs. I want to thank Kate Broderick for serving as our NHS Update News Director this year. And Abby Curran as the Assistant NHS News Director, who's moving up into Kate's role, or has already. Because you're not here. You have moved up. All right, now back to our Advanced TV Rising Star Award. This goes to a student who has a vision for how to improve the program and NHS Update, already planning new segments to showcase while also creating a system to be sure we're showcasing the work that's already been produced. This student has taken the full reins over NHS Update, transitioned very well. She shows strong leadership in the classroom and in the TV studio. She comes in during studies or lunch to help me train TV1 students, helps with the Scoop kids when they come to visit, and she even picked up the pizza for tonight, so we can all have something to eat pre-show. She was also the TV2 Rising Star, so she just keeps rising. The TV3 Rising Star Award goes to Abby Curran. Oh, thank you. All right. And Lucy's coming back.
I'm back, and I have the honor of presenting the Segment of the Year Award. Mrs. Schnatterly filled me in on what happened this past year, and this student started planning their feature story at the beginning of the school year, committed to the prompt of finding an ordinary person that does extraordinary things, and had discovered on their own an inspiring idea that they needed to showcase. After some research and advice, they learned that they needed to shift directions. Still committed and determined, they sought out a second story idea, while many others had hardly even begun thinking about their first, and they got right to work. Telling the story about this particular organization's founders, who also happens to be a Norwood High School alum, shows us how truly ordinary people can do extraordinary things and even save lives. That dedication and drive to tell an impactful story like this one is what earns this student the Segment of the Year Award. And, well, she presented this award to me last year. The Nemmy for Segment of the Year Award goes to Danielle DeMattia for 22 Mohawks.
in high school, all I wanted to do was join the military. That's all I thought about all the time.
So that's exactly what Dave did. In April 2001, he pursued his dreams and enlisted in the Army. But his time in the Army wasn't exactly a walk in the park, as he shares how taxing it could be to one's mental health.
We had to be combat ready, lethality, right? So like we didn't really have time to think about our mental health. It was like, hey, we have to go deploy overseas to combat, just focus on that. So if you had issues, you kind of had to compartmentalize them, put them away until after, grieve later, or deal with it later.
And for so long, that's exactly how Dave lived, until one of his buddies was late to formation and that one tardy changed everything.
One of my soldiers didn't show up to formation one morning, and I ended up going to his house, and he had tried to take his own life. I found him on his floor in his living room, and he was like bleeding and stuff. At that time, I remember like having no empathy. I was like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, I was like mad at him.
Today, Dave has his own organization called 22 Mohawks, dedicated to providing assistance to veterans and first responders who need help with navigating the struggles of everyday life. Although Dave feels so strongly about veteran suicide prevention today, this was not what he had pictured himself doing when coming out of the Army.
While I was working in finance, I happened to be scrolling on social media and I saw an honor and remember post to my friend John Hatfield. And John Hatfield had died by suicide 3 years prior to that. And John and I were close. We spent the last 2 years of our service together working right next to each other. And I didn't even say bye to the kid when I got discharged. After he got out, he died by suicide. And I didn't even know until 3 years later. So that kind of triggered the inception of 22 Mohawks, where I felt like I was in a position where I needed to do something to bring awareness and prevention to veteran suicide, because that moment, I felt like a failure, like I had let John down and wasn't there for him. And it completely shifted my motivations in life. Like I didn't really care about making tons of money anymore. I just wanted to prevent my friends, veterans, from dying by suicide. And so that's really how it took off. That's how it started, the loss of my friend John. So the name, 22 was the off-sided number of suicide deaths in the veteran community.
I'm back to present our final award. As was mentioned at the beginning, this graduation class are really my guinea pigs. I've had the wonderful opportunity to watch each and every one of them grow into the young adults throughout their high school career, and they've all helped me to grow too. It's been particularly exciting to watch this particular guinea pig, who went from a very, very shy individual to a real go-getter who goes above and beyond, always offering to do more without looking for credit or accolades. This student has been incredibly helpful wherever they can be. Heck, they've even carried my luggage when traveling at STN. And I've loved seeing his personality emerge over the years. For a very quiet kid, he is really super funny, and you can even see him coming out of his shell here tonight. My husband has said, you can see that some of the kids in your program do TV because it's fun, and they enjoy the limelight. But he recognized this person will be a real success. He says, every time I see him, he's focused. He's not messing around. There's no intention to get that pat on the back. He's consistent, dependable, seems trustworthy. He wants to learn and he takes pride in what he's doing, takes pride in doing a good job, and this is going to carry him through a successful future. NCM is going to miss him as much as I will, as he's been a dedicated employee and volunteer for NCM over the last few years. They are as proud of him as I am as he goes off to attend Syracuse Newhouse School in the fall. I'm delighted to announce our 2025 Student of the Year is Sam Gurney.
Thank you. I'm going to miss you so much. I'm not good at one-liner jokes. I usually just like come back at somebody. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that. I don't come up with stuff. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for everything, Schnat. It has been the great 4 years. My co-host up here, good friend of mine. Earlier today, we walked through the elementary school. That was our, get in here. We walked through the elementary school, and we wrote letters to ourselves in 4th grade. And in Oscar's letter here, first of all, he told himself to still be weird. And he also gave himself a list of things. One of those was best friend equals Sam. I'm glad I'm one of his friends. He's a great man. Everybody in my senior class, everybody who I've gone through TV with, thank you so much. You've all been super helpful. You've all been great. I'm going to miss you all so much.
Damn. Thanks, kid. Now it's to get
Yeah, just put on the table. All right. Before we close, we have a few gifts to give to Schnat because she has done so much for all of us. Yeah. So while they go grab those, Schnat, can you come up here? Schnat, again, as we said in the beginning, she started here when we started just a few days before us. I remember my first day, all of our first days, she was just as nervous, and she has become my favorite teacher that I've ever had. So, are we going in order? Yeah. So we'll start, Kate, here.
All right. Oh, there she is. I was going to give these to you because for being the best teacher in the whole world and for letting me be your guinea pig, or letting all of us be your guinea pigs. Thanks for all that you do. And I'm just so happy that I got to be your student. Whoop, whoop.
I should be last. Schnat, I got the big golden one, by the way, guys. So, Schnat, I met you 4 years ago. It was your first year as a teacher, and I wasn't a very good student. I would mess around a lot in class with my friends, and you kind of believed in me more than anyone else. I remember sophomore year, I was still messing around. You told me about STN. You said you would love to have me there. And I was like, huh. She actually believes in me, thinking I could do this when I was still producing really bad lip sync videos with some friends of mine. But I mean, now I owe everything to you, really. Like NHS-TV has really given me everything I have now, my career, basically. I'm going to Arizona State University in Los Angeles, studying film, and I really owe that all to Schnat, who, for, you know, even in a program where we don't do much film, she pushed me to continue making the best work I could, and I really can't thank her enough for that. And so, this is just my idea. This is my parents' idea. My mom and dad, who do a lot for this program, they really helped us out a lot, fundraising for STN. And so what I did is, I got Schnat a frame. It's kind of hard to see. It's a frame of the STN crew, signed by the STN crew, plus Michaela Brown, because she's one of the guinea pigs. She is crew. She came last year with us. She was missed very dearly this year. And so we got this for Schnat. We all wrote a little message thanking her and telling her how much we love her for everything she's done for us.
I don't know if anyone was betting how long it took for Schnat to cry, but it just happened. Yeah, okay, got it. I don't really have an extravagant gift, just sort of like a gesture of thank you and a nice card. But I want to thank Schnat, Mr. Tolman, everyone, all my friends. I wouldn't be the person I am without NHS-TV, and when people say, are you going to miss high school? I say, no, but I am going to miss NHS-TV, NHS Update, and STN was last year and this year, but especially last year was the best time of my life. I met some of my best friends, and I just appreciate all you do for us. I don't think you know, like, I don't even really see you as a teacher. You're just I don't know, you have no words, speechless, but we all appreciate you so much, more than we ever know, and we're so lucky to have you. We have such a privilege to have spent all of our 4 years with you, so we love you very much.
Do you want to say anything?
Thank you all for being here. I have the best job in the world.
Yes, Matt.
Well, that concludes our night full of awards and recognition.
Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting our program, and a special thanks to Ms. Schneiderly for everything she does. For the final time tonight, I'm Sam Gurney.
And I'm Oscar Bautista. Thank you and good night. That went pretty well. That went pretty well. Can they still hear me? God damn it. You